This is a tutorial on how you can bring data from two separate worksheets into one by using the VLookup function. First, you're going to start with a destination workbook where you want all the data to end up. And then you also have a source table where you have all the data that you want to bring into the destination workbook. First, I'm going to decide where I want the first column of data to go. And then I'm going to select the very first cell in this column and enter the VLookup function. So I'm going to type the equal sign and VLookup, and then I'm going to indicate the cell where the match ID is going to be. And then I'm going to indicate where the data is going to come from in the other workbook. So I highlight A through D, making sure that the first column contains the match ID. And then I'm going to tell it which column to use. And in this case, the data comes from column 3. And now I'm going to type the word false to indicate that I want an exact match. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to copy this formula down the column by double-clicking on the little button. And now I'm going to bring in another column of data, and I'm going to copy the formula that I just created into this first cell in the column. And I notice that the NA error tells me that the match was not made, so I'm going to specify that it should always look for the match ID in column A by putting a $sign in front of it. And then I'm also going to tell it to look in column 4 for the data instead of column 3. And now I do the same thing and I copy the formula down the column. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the formulas, leaving only the values. So I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste values, and that will leave me with just the raw values. And now I'm done.